Hi, welcome to our live today. And today's live is continuation from yesterday, where we were talking about how to break your emotional habit. And breaking emotional habit is, or I would say, emotional habit is more in terms of the emotional patterns that you have built or that you have learned over time. And these emotional patterns, when I'm referring to, primarily, I'm referring to the negative ones because they are the ones that interfere in your road to success, or they interfere in your relationships. Now, one of the activities I had given you yesterday was identify what your emotional patterns are, which means what are those emotions, those negative emotions that you have got used to, that you have got addicted to, because they are the ones that need to be broken. And you would have also made a list of what are the thoughts and the behaviors that get associated with those emotions, है ना? So now we are going to break this pattern, because when the pattern breaks, that is how you will be able to create the new one. So we are going to not only break the pattern, I am also going to tell you how to develop those new emotions, because once you break the old pattern, then your brain will not take the vacuum. Once it is broken, a vacuum gets created. Now that vacuum needs to be filled up with a new emotion, the new pattern, that emotion which you want, right? So, first things first is that once you are aware, if you have done your assignment, you must have become aware of what are those emotional patterns that you wish to break. Could be two or three of them: anger, resistance, judgment, always critical of something, feeling low all the time, feeling rejected, not feeling loved. Those are those negative emotions. Now, if you have been able to identify the emotions, and if you have been able to identify the thoughts and the behaviors, that's the very first step towards breaking the pattern. Why? Because your awareness, the awareness about the pattern, awareness about those unresourceful behaviors and unresourceful thoughts that go along with it, awareness alone solves about 50% of the problem. Okay, so if during the day you have, each time you have got that thought or you got that emotion, you suddenly became aware, you will have noticed that the intensity of that emotion begins to dissolve there and then, the moment it gets your attention. Okay, so that's the very first step. Now, what is the second step in breaking those patterns? First, I want you to understand that all these emotions that we feel, whether positive or the negative emotions, we always feel these emotions in our body. Okay, so emotion is what? Emotion is energy in motion. So this energy, where does this energy circulate? It circulates in our body, right? It doesn't circulate anywhere else, it's in our body. So every emotion that we feel is in our body, it's not in the mind. Okay, so suppose, let's take for example, you are wanting to break the pattern of anger. Okay, now to break this anger, you got to know first, what do you want to replace anger with? Okay, ideally the opposite of it. So let's take, say for instance, you want to break this pattern of anger with calm. So you want to break anger, and in replacement of that, you want to fill yourself with calm. All right. And how are you going to fill yourself with calm? This can happen only when you know what it means to be calm. Now, if I ask you, do you know what it means to be calm? Okay, or suppose the emotion is that of dissatisfaction, so the opposite is going to be satisfaction. Okay, if there is sadness, the opposite of that, you might want to replace is with joy. Okay, or sadness might be replaced with enthusiasm. You have been experiencing the negative emotions. But do you know what it means to be calm? Do you know what it means to be satisfied? Do you know what it means to be joyful? Now, I know your answer at this point in time is yes, because uh, your mind is telling you, I know what it means to be calm. Your mind is telling you, I know what it means to be joyful or satisfied. Okay? It is not about the mind. As I mentioned, where is the emotion? It's the energy in motion, it's in your body. Does your body know what it means to be calm? Does your body know what it means to feel satisfied? Can your body feel joyful? Can your body feel excitement? Can your body know how it feels when you are enthusiastic? Okay, you got to train your body in the emotions that you wish to have. So if you're replacing anger with calm, if you're replacing say doubt with trust, does your body know what it feels to be when you are able to trust somebody? That's what you need to train your body on. So let's take for example excitement, sadness, and say happiness. Okay, now, to know how it feels to be happy, you will, I mean, it appears to be very simple, but then if your predominant emotions are negative, then somewhere your body has forgotten how it feels to be happy. Only your mind knows, but that's not going to be sufficient enough. Okay, so go back to some kind of a situation. Recall, what are those situations where you were happy? Okay, genuinely you were very happy. So go into those situations and live that moment once again when you were happy. And when you're living that moment again, see how it feels. Feel what it feels in the body when you're living that moment again. Okay. So, take for instance, you were celebrating your child's birthday and you were very happy at that time. Go into that moment and imagine that, your child's birthday is there and you're celebrating. And, pay attention to how that happiness feels in your body. Memorize, your body needs to memorize that emotion. Okay, so you will need to do this practice again and again, again and again, till such time your body knows what happiness means. Okay, if you are struggling with trust issues in your relationship, then go back either in time, or think of that relationship where there is trust. Okay, now when you think of that relationship where there is trust, let your body know how it feels when you're able to trust somebody. Now you got to memorize, which means practice this emotion over and over and over again, so that now your body knows what it means to be in that positive emotion. Once you have trained your body, then only your body will be able to uh, you know give that emotion to you at that time. So say for instance, you got up in the morning and you're one of those who gets up and who doesn't look forward to the day, and instead you want to replace that emotion with enthusiasm. Okay, now practice how it feels to be enthusiastic. I am sure in your life you must have felt enthusiastic at some point in time. Okay, recall that, know how it feels to be enthusiastic, and rehearse that enthusiasm again and again. And each time, so which means that awareness is the first step. So when you get up in the morning, you are suddenly aware that you are not looking forward to the day. Break that pattern at that point in time. You have now rehearsed enthusiasm, so now let your body feel that enthusiasm, which is a mental and a physical effort. Okay, you will have to recall what enthusiasm felt like, and then feel it. It will be little tough in the beginning. You might feel that your body is moving towards enthusiasm, but another part of you pulls it back. That's your ego mind which pulls it back, which says, no, 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 I was so comfortable feeling sad in the morning. Where are you going? Where are you you know heading for enthusiasm? So there is going to be a pull you will feel, but it doesn't mean that it is not working. You will need to practice this every day. So get up in the morning, you're feeling sad, you become aware. All right, you have been rehearsing what it feels to be enthusiastic. Now you will immediately change your body physiology and get into that mode. Okay, that is how you will be breaking the pattern. If it is, in the morning time, afternoon time, whatever it is, in case you're not able to follow this, then the easier way, which is again an effort, okay, easier way is to change your physiology. And the easiest way to change your physiology, I mean, moving into enthusiasm or another state is also changing physiology. Easier way to change physiology is the body movements. If you've attended Tony Robbins programs, you will know that, in that hall of 15, 20,000 people, he creates that massive energy through the music and through dance, through movement. Okay, so when you get up in the morning, you might say that, no, I am not in a mood to dance, I am not in a mood to play that music in the morning. No problem. When you get up in the morning, you're not feeling up to the mark and not looking forward, move your body in ways that, it makes you, your body loosens. Okay, or start to move your body in aerobic rhythm, or play some aerobic music and, let your body dance along as if it is doing aerobics. Okay, some kind of a movement in the body which is going to break the state you are in at that point in time. It could be any time of the day. All you need to do is just get your body into some physical movement, having you moved from that place as well. So if you are at one place, you might say you are at work, you can't do it, so go to the washroom and just dance a bit in front of the mirror, look at yourself, and remember, what I told you on Sunday, give yourself a high five on the mirror and come back. That is going to break your state. Okay, but when you break your state, you must remember what is it that you want to replace with, otherwise you will fall back into the old one. Okay, and replacement is when your body has practiced the new emotion. Okay, that is important. Now, when this is happening and the new emotion is, you're practicing, you're breaking the pattern again and again. The moment you break the pattern time and again, time and again, time and again, your brain will know that those old patterns are not to be carried forward. It will start to break on its own. But very important is replacing those patterns. Okay, which is about replacing with a new emotion. So whatever emotion you wish to have as a replacement of the old one, you got to make your body memorize what that emotion is. Okay, when you get into that new emotion time and again, you will see that your thoughts, your behavior will automatically go into that new direction because of the principle of congruence. So you're feeling happy, say for instance, or you're feeling very, very highly charged and motivated. All your thoughts, your behaviors will be such which are in congruence with your new state. And that is how when you change your body physiology, when you change your emotional pattern, when you break your old emotional patterns and you get into the new ones, the behavior, the thoughts automatically change. And when the behavior and the way you think changes, everything, not just within you but around you, also begins to change. Okay, whether you are wanting to apply this in your personal life, whether you want to apply this in your professional life, whatever it is, start to work on it, because this is time consuming and this is effort. Okay, start to work on it. And at any point in time you are getting stuck, you need to let me know here in the comment box. Okay, so that is about breaking your emotional habit. And when you are in that high state, okay, when the old patterns, negative emotions are breaking, from that state, when you do affirmations, right? Because nowadays we are talking a lot about affirmations. So from that state, when you're doing affirmations, you will see how those affirmations actually become a reality, right? So that's it from me to you. And if you have any questions, please, I tell you all the time, write your questions and take advantage of, the fact that I am right now here to answer your questions, and I'm going to be there until 100 days get over. So take advantage and help yourself create that change. Okay. Thank you. Somebody has said you needed this. Thank you so much. And I am going to be seeing you tomorrow at 3:30. You take care. Bye.